Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the National Guard Products 102V DKB. This is a dark bronze anodized aluminum door sweep with a vinyl insert. So this is, from first appearance, certainly a large, thick, seal type door sweep is what it is. And the 102 is representative of the profile of this item. The V means that the insert material is vinyl, and the DKB means that the aluminum portion of this is a dark bronze. So in the absence of the DKB, you would get this item in a mill finish, is what you'd get, a mill aluminum finish. So by all perspective, it certainly looks like a large sweep, and I really wouldn't hesitate to use it except that it's made of vinyl, which is, regardless of the thickness of it, it's still going to be susceptible to fatigue from exposure of ultraviolet, extreme temperatures. Vinyl is not very good at all at resisting that extreme temperature. You can get that frozen down to your threshold. The advantage of it, though, is that it's very reasonable in cost, and certainly it would be longer lasting than a thinner piece of vinyl. There's no question. I think this will give you certainly some of the properties of a longer lasting sweep, just without the long-term durability of a polyurethane, of a neoprene sort of item. Okay. Now, having said that, it would not, again, prevent me from using this material, but if I was looking for something longest lasting, I would not select a vinyl item. There is an image below this video showing the important dimensional properties. Let me roll that up before I start telling you what this is. So this is going to be 1 and 13/16 overall height. That is indeed the case. You've got 1 and 11/16 worth of the aluminum, then 3/4 worth of the vinyl itself. As you can see, it's a fairly thick sort of threshold. I like the profile of the aluminum because the image shows that the return on the backside is pressing into the backside of the vinyl. Okay. What I do like about this item is that they've pre-drilled the holes in the vinyl for you, and that's atypical. So they're going to give you a little bit of a slotted nature already from the factory in terms of the screw holes, and that's crucial to be able to fit the item on the door properly. We'll get to that more in a moment. This is going to be used in obviously exterior applications. I would imagine something of this size is going to be used in a commercial sort of setting. That might be very appropriate if you had a big box store and you had emergency exit pairs of doors on the back wall, and you needed to seal them and wanted to do so well, thick. You wanted to do so without spending triple the amount of money on a different material for the door sweep. So that might be a good application for it. Okay. Certainly any application where the height of this, the drop of the length of the vinyl is commensurate to your application would be good. It's not going to be extremely flexible, especially down the entire length, because it's so thick. And that's at least 1/8 of an inch thick. That's way more than 1/8. Let's take a look at what the caliper says. Thickness on that vinyl is 0.203 inch, so it's thicker than 3/16. Somewhere where you need it to be fairly seal ready. I like the detail on the bottom with that radius. You could look at it this way and call it a bull nose. That's going to tail real well up to the angled portion of a saddle type threshold, let's say. So applications where not a lot of money is going to be spent, but you want something a bit thicker than standard. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it up to you and your experience to determine if this was ultimately the proper item. Available in, as I'd mentioned earlier, the mill aluminum finish as well, if you drop the DKB in the part number. It's also available on the site in several different lengths. 2 foot out to 8 foot. If you have need for a custom length, no problem. By all means, let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces, and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material back to. Now the reasoning is this: if you had to take this 48-inch piece and cut it down to say 42-inch, you're going to eliminate that slotted hole. The next one's all the way over here. Okay, you don't want to really lose that slotted hole feature because, you know, not every sill is level and not every door is plumb. The ability to accurately tailor this on the bottom of the door to suit the sill condition is crucial. Having it too buried down to the threshold and the door closer can no longer operate correctly, that's not advantageous. Having it too far kicked up so that it's not making a proper seal, that's akin to not having a seal at all. So those slotted holes, which naturally are tough to drill in the field, will be maintained at the proper distance from the edge, at the proper center to center as well, if you ordered that custom length. It's also slotted hole will also help compensate for when you're pre-drilling the screw hole. That drill bit has a tendency to walk a little bit before it pierces in, especially if you're using, regardless of drilling into steel, wood, aluminum, fiberglass, bronze, you know, whatever it is. And speaking of those holes, the screws are included in a complimentary finish. Now lastly, there is a link below this video to a document called Catalog, well, second to last. That document is handy because it will allow you to review the 102V in its different finishes. And I did I may have misspoke. Let me verify. Indeed, that is a A in the back of the part number. It's 102VA if you want mill aluminum finish. Actually, that's probably going to be considered a clear anodized finish. So, two finishes are available. Well, actually more than that. In aluminum, you can do a clear anodized. It won't be mill finish. Scratch everything I just said. Then you can do the VDKB, dark bronze anodized aluminum. Then that link to the catalog refers to a B. Now the B is very helpful because that is a third finish that you're going to be able to have on this material, and that's going to be a gold anodized finish. So a total of 3 finishes on aluminum: clear anodized, gold anodized, and then of course a dark bronze sort of finish. The link to the catalog will show other door sweeps. They are all vinyl in that section. You can see that there's even a larger and thicker vinyl if we're scaling it, the 1025. Okay. Different shapes. People will have different profiles. Some people like that triple fin 96V that you see there. I always recommend a drip cap style. The 101V is going to be a tremendous benefit to an exterior outswinging door that gets weather. That what's probably about 5/8 of an inch projection is significant in helping kick water off the plane of the door, that line of demarcation. Okay, just pushing it out that small amount is crucial because it's that much further away from getting in and underneath your door. So the link to the catalog is very helpful. There is finally a link below this video to the manufacturer's page, and from there you can pull up the full product line catalog from National Guard. Not only, of course, door sweeps like this, but of course thresholds, perimeter gasketing, material made of aluminum, stainless steel, architectural bronze, and a comprehensive offering of commercial weather stripping and metal vision frames that you'll see used in both wood and steel doors. If you have more than an occasional need for weather stripping, I urge you to familiarize yourself with the National Guard product line. Their name is quite synonymous with commercial caliber weather stripping. Any questions on the National Guard 102 VDKB, dark bronze anodized vinyl door sweep, or any other National Guard product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.